Flash Seedling Sutra. So here is now. So how is the condition in outer arising to be seen? As due to the coming together of 6 elements, as due to the coming together of what 6 elements? Namely, conditional dependent arising is to be as due to the coming together of the elements of earth, water, fire, wind, space in season. Earth element functions as support for the seed. The water element moistens the seed. The fire element ripens the seeds. The wind elements open the seed. So the space element performs the function of not obstructing the seed. And season transforms the seed. Without these conditions, a sprout cannot form from the seed. But when outer element of earth is not deficient, and likewise water, fire, wind, space and season are not deficient, then from the coming together of all those factors, a sprout forms as the seed is seizing. So this is outer dependent arising. So that is the sutra, right? And now we have to study about karma, right? We are going to study about tonight about the last week we studied about the projecting karma and the closing karma, which is finished. And now we are going to study about definite or indefinite karma. What is definite karma? What is indefinite karma? So when we talk about definite, indefinite, then question arises what is done and what is accumulated karma. So this question comes. So therefore, according to Indian Master Asanka, so his levels of yogic deep, name of the text, said karma whose result you definitely will experience is that which is done intentionally, and accumulate karma whose result you will not definitely experience is what which is intentionally done but not accumulated. So therefore the question comes, karma is done, not accumulated. Karma is accumulated, not done. Karma is done and accumulated. And karma is not done, not accumulated. So there are 4 types of, according to Indian Master Asanka, he mentioned about 4 types of karma. So when we talk about the karma is done, so it means intentionally, for example, like killing, intention, but not performed by the physical or the verbal activities. So when the intentionally motivation, intent to kill something, and then performed by the physical and verbal, then karma is accumulated. But intentionally you have motivation to kill, but not performed by physical and verbal action is not accumulated. So that's the difference. Karma done not accumulated. So here, Indian master Asanka talked about the karma done, not accumulated. So he talked about 10. So the number one is 10 types of actions. So number one is what is done in the dream. Number one. Number two is what is done unknowingly. Number three is what is done unconsciously. Number four is what is done neither with intensity nor continuity. Number five is what is done erroneously, right? Number six, what is done forgetfully. Number seven, what is done unwillingly. Number eight, actions which are by nature ethically neutral action. So generally speaking, neutral action means, for example, like our body moving, walking, sounds coming from the speech is natural. So these are neutral action. The body is moving, we are walking, breathing, all are neutral action. And then number 9 is those that has been cleared away through regret. And number 10 is those that has been cleared away by means of an antidote. He mentioned about 10. So this is what action done, not accumulated. So this, whatever is not include these 10 types is not include accumulated karma. All these are done karma, not accumulated. So you for what is done in a dream, killing in a dream. So when you're killing in a dream, that is habitually, or maybe natural habitually, or maybe habituation, like the killing intent. Killing in a dream is done but not accumulated. So when done means, first it means you have very weak karma, or not enough to represent the karma. Weak or not interest, unintentionally, unwillingly forced by somebody, very weak karma. So all these karmas are done, not accumulated. You understand what is done, not accumulated. So done, so your intention to kill, but not performed by physical and verbal action. That is done karma. That's done karma, but not accumulated. You understand the difference between done and okay. So these are the 10 examples given by the dream or this like this. And then also he mentioned about he made 4 categories about that. Action done, not accumulated. Accumulated, not done. Done, accumulated, both. Neither done nor accumulated. 4 categories. So now action done, not accumulated means dream, killing in a dream, unconsciously, forgetfully, not willing to do so. So these all actions are done, not accumulated. Now, action which is accumulated, not done. So it is, for example, like if you have, take the example of killing, right? So initial stage, you have all the motivation to kill. So you do all kinds of things. You concentrate on one specific object, you want to kill that. And then also you making all kinds of preparations, whatever you concentrating, all preparation. And then you also carrying this action. But final, and you don't do it. So that is action accumulated, not done. You understand what I'm saying? So for example, like whatever you think, like if you really want to kill certain object, like if you really want to kill cat, by mistake, if you kill other animal, then you're missing intention, right?
Yeah.
Your intention want to kill third, focusing on one animal,
Yeah.
but by mistake you kill other. So here, action accumulated, not done. Is done all this killing, right? Performing everything. You use all your method, preparation, everything. But final, the final point, you say, I'm not going to kill that one. So that kind of karma is accumulated, not done. So accumulated because preparation there, or motivation there, you're carrying all this step by step. This number 2. Karma that is accumulated, not done. Now karma done and accumulated. These are easy. Right? So for example, killing. So motivation to kill, preparation, and use all actions, and then final, conclusion, you kill it. So that kind of karma is both action done and accumulated. Neither done nor accumulated. So that's very easy, right? So there, these are the difference between done and accumulated karma. So we have to distinguish between these two types of karma. So when we comes to that done and accumulated karma, right? So here, Vasubandhu text, treasure of knowledge. The result of beneficial or harm. Okay, now when we finish this done and accumulated karma, then it comes to the, we have to come to the 3 categories of karma. Karma that will happen in present life or current lifetime. Karma that will happen in the future lifetime. Karma that will happen in subsequent lifetime, another 2-3 lifetimes. So that question arises. When this question arises, then he, Indian Master Naga, the Vasubandhu said in the treasure of knowledge, the result of beneficial or harmful actions done to any of these will be experienced immediately, means current lifetime. So, those who are just arising from the absorption of the cessation, like who are meditating with the single point concentration, combination of the samadhi and emptiness, that is absorption of the cessation. So deeply, no conceptual mind, but non-conceptual mind, no thought, just directly perceiving unification of calm abiding, that is emptiness, non-conceptual mind. So there is no thought, no conceptual mind. So that is absorption of the cessation. Or from meditative, cold, measurelessness, immeasurable love. Immeasurable love. We talk about immeasurable love. Or the free of afflictions, or from the path of seeing, from the path, fruit of arhatship. Right? Seeing part of meditation, arhatship. And he said the field is particularly superior due to their realms of the birth, their levels of suffering due to being benefic or due to being excellent. If something benefic, extremely good. If something harmful, very heavy negative. This so he talking about the supreme gift is from one who is liberated to one who is liberated, or a gift from Bodhisattvas. Or the eight bhumi. That we have Bodhisattvas, the bhumi, first bhumi to the 10th bhumi. Bhumi means direct realization of emptiness. Then you become bhumi. Until you realize emptiness directly, inferential valid mind, you are not bhumi. So, for example, like ordinary bodhisattvas, which are path of accumulation and the path of preparation, are ordinary bodhisattvas. They realize emptiness, but not directly. Once you directly realize emptiness, you become bhumi. First level bhumi, right? Bhumi means. And so, they are not Aryas, right? Offering made to one. So now this is the, who are not Aryas, offering made to your fathers, your mothers, your parents, and people who benefit you like that. Sick person, who Dharma teacher, who Bodhisattva in this last life are without measure. So these are object. So that means we are talking about three different types of karma, right? Karma will happen current lifetime. So that means strongest karma will happen current lifetime. So if strongest negative karma, very strong, will happen current lifetime. So happening current lifetime, it is very important. It means start happening from this lifetime. But eventually you have to be experience this karma in the Lord and in the future. But it means in your current lifetime, it start beginning the karma. You may have so much problems. You may have all this painful life. So that means starting from this current lifetime, but final result will be reborn in the lower realm. So that's the point. Okay. So that is the strongest karma, virtuous, not virtuous, will happen in current lifetime. So if the karma is not that strong, will happen in the next rebirth, not starting from this lifetime, but it will start next rebirth. If that karma is even weak, then it will happen subsequent lifetime, maybe 3-4 lifetimes, or maybe 100 years, or 1,000 years. Karma will happen. But because of that is the so here this Indian master Asanga mentioned about 8 karma will happen current lifetime. Number 1 is very strong attachment and nothing think about not any religious, just worldly, and everything is worldly, no dharma. The karma will happen this lifetime. Number 2, if you do not concern about worldly, like Milarepa, great practitioner, this karma will happen this lifetime. Admiration, conviction towards this triple thing, spiritual, holy, it will happen this time. Number 7, if it is, if, for example, like if you treat holy beings, spiritual masters, your mom, father, who are very kind and not repaying kindness, you know, it will happen this lifetime. So if beings like that, repaying kindness, and so he mentioned about looking after sick people, looking after poor people who are very desperate, your karma will happen this lifetime. So he mentioned about 8 different types of karma, okay. So that is the difference between karma will, strongest karma will happen in current lifetime. Medium will happen next rebirth. And weak karma will happen in subsequent lifetimes. So that's the difference, okay. So now here is, when we talk about sentient beings, right? So why they are very important? Because, for example, like if you find the treasure, right, gold or the diamond from the muddy place, if you remain there, you know, they are not useful, they are not valuable. Like treasure, gold, wherever you found from the dirty place, it will, if you remain where you found, it is not valuable. But if you realize, pick up from the dirty place, and then you polish and clean up, and they are become very precious, and then give you prosperity, right? Similarly, if you remain sentient beings where it is, they will not benefit you. If you realize realize they are very beneficial because they give all knowledge, all happiness, my virtues, and if you do helping others, or they will help to you, right? If you service sentient beings, then they will shoot like the precious jewel. So therefore, so that is the difference between karma is done and accumulated, and so this will go with all the stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, slander, harsh speech, idle gossip, will go with 10 non-virtuous actions, done and action. Go with all with the 10 non-virtuous actions. Okay, so that's finished, and now we finish about the, what is called the third karma experience, current lifetimes, and will experience in the future lifetime, will experience in subsequent lifetimes. Now this raise us question about this one, Vasubandhu. So this will raise karma. Oh, he said in the treasure of knowledge of the karma that produce cyclic existence among those that are heavy, that are near, those that are habitual, and those that were done first. The former will roughen before the latter. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. So this is very important because this is if the heaviness equal when we are dying, right? If the heaviness, virtuous and non-virtuous equal, then who will roughen first? That question, right? This is very good. One Kadamba master, Geshe Ngawang, give very good analogy about in Lhasa, in Kichu River. That is the river in Lhasa. His Holiness escaped from that huge river. So there's small ferry there. The people cross the ferry with the boatmen coming, yak skin like that. So if the customers are, there are customers coming ferry to cross the ferry, right? If customers are government officials, they will go first. Right? If there are a customer there, then official, you go first. You give example like that. If customers' status are same, then who will go first? Who are very familiar with boatmen will go first. Right? If the familiar equal, who will go first? Who came first will go first. That's a very good analogy. So similarly, so if the both heavy are equal, right? Then what we do, who equal, but if you are very near or close to virtue, will go first. If you are near, close to non-virtue, it will go first. So this is number one, right? If that is equal, right? If familiar is equal, if you are very familiar, virtues not very equal, who will go first? That's like official, government official, right? So whatever you credit first, so whatever you are very familiar will go first, right? If you are very familiar with when we are dying, right, we carry all this karma. That's very important. What was about to talk about? If you are carrying all this karma, right? If we are very habitual, familiar with virtues, easy we will go that karma. If we are negative and delusion, then easy. That will throw the karma, isn't it? So that heavy equal, then more habitual or familiar. If the familiar equal, what you created first will happen. Just like government official. So that's the difference about karma. Okay, this is my joke tonight. What do you think?
Good.
Any questions? Or? So we know about karma. What is achievement? It is complicated, very complicated. When we talk about karma, it's not easy. If you go more details, what is accumulated, what done, what is throwing karma, what is completing karma, and what is, if we study like this, then we will understand the details of the karma. So that's the thing. Okay? Thank you.
Shingla Jo Majo O Gairawe Koe Jinghandir Panda Dewa Maru Joene Chanrezikwa Tanzan Yazoyi Shabe Site Baru Tanyaji Idam Guru Oran Mandalakan Niriyariyani. Whatever small virtues matter, I gather from prostrating, offering, declaring, rejoicing, requesting, beseeching, dedicate this to attain full enlightenment. Jam Joram Boje, Mage Banam Gegeji, Heba Nyamba Meba, Gome Gombu Baba. The Snowlands of Tibet, the source of benefit and bliss. Tenzing Gyatso, please live until the end of cyclic existence. Two collections vast as space have amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time. They become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds are demised, blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, Manjushri. May I find the best and complete graded paths of the teachings. May I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness in the minds of all beings, with the points of the path as I discern them. May I uphold the Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart go out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings are not yet spread and once apply. May I expose this treasure of happiness and aim. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this greater course to enlightenment, completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their sons. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of the lives in the purest paths praised by the Buddhas. Always the mighty ones, my oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. What's going on? Did I finish?
No, you didn't do the last verse.
Yes, I did. I did it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I just got a cough.
And then you said the last word.
And everybody went silent.
They were waiting for the